All right, man, we got Joe Budden goes in after Pusha T revealed Def Jam stopped the clips over Kendrick Lamar's song. Let's see what we got going on, man. Shout out to Chigs. Let's get it.
Chigs. Get ready. You know what to do, Chigs.
Listen, Chigs Smooth. Hey, Chigs Smooth. Appreciate all the coverage that you've been doing. I've been watching your shit for a while. I just subscribed to your shit too, bro.
Hey, man, we gotta get to the bottom of this, you guys. Is Drake now trying to blackball artists? Or is this just business as usual for the labels? Now, Pusha T and his brother Malice actually have an album coming out next month. This will be their first album in 15 years, you guys. 15. God damn. Now, the Clips did an interview with GQ, which you guys should know by now. GQ is now part of the rollouts for a lot of different artists, mainly older artists. Now, let's just get this out the way. Yes, they asked him about Drake suing Kendrick Lamar. Pusha T says, I don't rate him no more. The suing thing is bigger than some rap shit. Damn, it's like it just cheapens the art of it once we gotta have real questions about suing and litigation. Like, what? For this? If anybody expected him to go on a crazy rant against Drake, obviously you guys know they have beef. It didn't happen. Even earlier this year when he spoke on the lawsuit, he didn't really say too much.
Do you agree with the people that Kendrick won the battle?
1,000%.
How did he do it? And then we'll get to your part. He's talking about you, but I want to let you speak on it in general first.
I think that Kenrick is a lyricist, and a lyricist that talks to your soul. Like, you can be clever, you can say cute things, you can do things in cadences and so on and so forth, right? But the truth really hurts. And the truth like cuts deep. And I think what Kendrick was doing was really talking to his soul. I believe that. And I believe that's, that would cause you to tap out, that would cause you to sue, that would cause you to it's crazy.
Now, one of the most interesting things that came from this Clips GQ interview was the fact that his label, Def Jam, actually dropped him, all because he refused to drop a Kendrick Lamar verse when he was asked. Now, apparently the Clips has a Kendrick record on their album coming out. First off, quick sidebar, you guys. Let me just say that this is genius marketing for a record. This Kendrick verse on the Clips album is going to be one of the most anticipated.
Absolutely, boy. This is, boy, everybody, like, this is perfect marketing. Genius marketing. Like, the hype, the anticipation, the build-up. Oh, this is bravo to Clips. This is a way to get the Clips, people interested. Not saying that people was not interested, because true hip-hop heads, people, that was 80s babies, probably 90s too. People that actually grew up with the Clips. I remember listening to the Clips in high school, when they first came on. Grinding, like what? When the Clips came with that doom, 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 choo, 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 everybody was beating on the table, flowing to that. Everybody, man. Yeah, so, but this is just, get the new people involved. So this is perfect marketing.
Records of this year. Hey, for all you new artists, this is how you build a buzz around the record. Now, Pusha T said, Def Jam wanted me to ask Kendrick to censor his verse, which, of course, I was never doing, and they wanted me to take the record off. And so, after a month of not doing it, Steve Gawley, the lawyer over there, was like, we'll just drop the Clips. But that can't work because I'm still a solo artist there. Sure enough, Def Jam eventually agreed to release the Clips and drop Pusha as a solo artist, which freed up the Clips to go shop for a new home for their album. And I'm sure you guys know, the Clips is putting this album out with Jay-Z's Rock Nation. Now, here's where things get interesting. UMG is the parent Def Jam. So with the lawsuit, blackball Kendrick and make sure his label does not fuck with him. Now, you also have people who believe this is just on Def Jam not knowing how to manage artists, and also just flat out being a bad label in general. Now, Joe Budden is actually one of those people. After the news drops of Def Jam dropping Clips, Joe went on to post this article on his Instagram page just to point out that Def Jam has been using the same pattern and nothing has changed. Despite Joe having a GOAT album and a Grammy nomination, Def Jam still dropped them due to quote-unquote creative differences. Well, today on the Joe Budden podcast, episode 831, Joe did not spare any feelings when speaking about Def Jam. Here's what he said.
The Clips did a GQ interview.
Really good interview, by the way.
Yeah. Yep. They did a lot of interview.
Long read.
A lot of interview, but certain clips started making the way around. Def Jam, how they on Rock Nation now, because the Kendrick verse, Def Jam wouldn't clear it. Let me lead off.
Go ahead.
Def Jam ain't been Def Jam since I was at Def Jam. Def Jam has always been Def, D-E-A-F, Jam.
I call him Def Jig.
Or that. I like that.
I've been calling him Def Jig.
Now, I try to chill because I used to know good people working over there. I don't know who's over there now. I know they broke down, consolidated, and picked it back up, and they made some type of new group now with all of Mercury and Island and yada, yada, yada. We'll get to that. But Def Jam did...
Now, if it's one person that can speak on this, is definitely Joe Budden, as you just heard. So, people that were in this situation, I definitely like hearing from.
Big Sean wrong, Tiana wrong, even though she's still over there. Who else they did wrong? Crit, Joe Budden, Def Jam without Ludacris and Ja and DMX and LL and that Def Jam ain't Def Jam.
Man, that's the classic Def Jam, man. Y'all remember that Def Jam fighting game? That was the golden era, man. The golden era.
So why everybody get all of that? The record player with the needle on the post that I have fucking tattooed on me, them days are long gone. Why anybody surprised that Def Jam did some anti-hip hop shit? I'm shocked by it, but I'm not. They've done a good job with marketing themselves as the hip-hoppiest hip-hop label, and that just has not been the truth for quite some time. So it don't shock me that they said in the middle of litigation, hey, no Kendrick, even though he is a universal act.
Well, I think they wanted to censor him, and they refused. So they wanted to take the song off, and they refused. So they came up with, hey, just let us go. And that was problematic because Pusha is also signed there as a solo artist. So
well, that's where I want to reserve some of my Def Jam vitriol. If that story is true, that means that they released them.
They did. They did release them. Yeah. Which is, I mean,
so we want to applaud Def Jam for, because I wouldn't have done that.
No way. No way.
I wouldn't have released it.
No way.
You'd have just had to find another way with your little verse.
But did the Kendrick verse say or?
It's not out. No one's heard it.
Okay.
We haven't heard
Only
it.
Rob Bartman has heard
No,
it.
as a, from the interview, was there a subliminal against Drake? Was there?
From what I was told, no. He didn't make any subliminals about Drake or anything like that.
I don't think that matters when litigation is going on.
Yeah.
So they're just afraid that any mention
Everything
or
is-
subliminal.
Everything is open for interpretation.
The
during
mere
litigation.
appearance on there, I guess,
So
scared them
just
off.
Kendrick's appearance alone
He's gonna do
is.
something.
No, Kendrick
in
next to
combination
Pusha T.
with Pusha
Oh,
T,
gotcha.
who are the two people that
It's incendiary.
defeated Drake in a battle. Like,
I understand.
And we in the middle of a potential 10-figure lawsuit against this man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna proceed on the side of caution.
You're going to cost us money.
Yeah, they are already literally, supposedly, some billions is being tossed around as a potential settlement. Nigga, I'm not playing them games. So you can feel how you want to feel on a sentimental side, but this is business. And sometimes we get the two conflated. Like, fam, I'm making the best decision for our business, not for your project and your art.
So they left Def Jam and went to Rock Nation?
Yes.
Yes.
That's interesting.
They left Def Jam. They were shopping the album around and eventually partnered up with Rock Nation for distribution.
Got it.
So it's like a distro deal with them. Thoughts? Yeah.
I think they landed in the right place, honestly. Def Jam hasn't been Def Jam, to your point.
I agree.
So Rock Nation is still Rock Nation, and they've got a bunch of talented people over there, and they're building it. So
Now, I know there's still going to be a lot of conspiracy theories out there that still want to push the narrative that Drake had something to do with this. And that's fair, and it comes with the territory. Obviously, with this lawsuit that Drake has going on right now, it's hard to not imagine that Drake has not done other slimy things in the past. But I do want you guys to consider this. Stephen Victor, Pusha T's manager, he also managed Pop Smoke, rest in peace. He recently did an interview where he actually revealed that UMG threatened to shelf Pop Smoke's entire album if they did not remove a Pusha T feature that they thought was dissing Drake. He said UMG thought that he was dissing Drake on that song. He wasn't, but they thought he was. Pop Smoke was released on my label.
So they want to protect Drake by all means necessary, boy. Dang, I didn't know about this. What?
And I obviously manage Pusha. So they came to me and said, we're not going to put this out now unless you get Pusha to change these lyrics. Even though it had nothing to do with Pop Smoke, they're like, either he changes these lyrics or we're not putting the album out. What happened to freedom of speech? First of all, he's not dissing Drake, but how do you get to tell him to just change his lyrics or you're not putting this album out? So it looks like UMG has been protecting Drake for a very long time behind the scenes, which would make sense because of the lawsuit going on right now where Drake was actually expecting UMG not to put out any of Kendrick's disses where he was just violating Drake and obviously calling him a PDF. So maybe these guys had a pact where they said, yo, if anybody's dissing you, we're not going to put it out. Or maybe UMG was just acting solo on behalf of Drake, trying to make sure they're constantly in his good graces.
That's interesting.
However,
right
if
there.
you're a new artist, there's no way that you're still considering signing with UMG. Yes, they do have the bag there, but if you value freedom as an artist, you might want to look at different options. You guys get in the comments
Exactly.
below with everything that you guys have heard.
That's crazy right there. Dang, I didn't know about this. Yeah, so UMG been so that's interesting. But yeah, man, shout out to Joe Budden for speaking on this. Def Jam hasn't been, man, Ludacris, DMX. Y'all remember that game? The Def Jam game? I'm sure somebody has it on YouTube. Def Jam game. I ain't talking about the new one. I'm talking about the old one. Yeah, this one. Nah, I ain't talking about the new one. I'm talking about the OG one. Where's the OG one? I ain't talking about the new one. Was it this one?
Starting to look like food. You could be a country bam or a big city slick. I'm any drop it.
Yeah, I think it was this one, right? This is the OG one, man.
Bring it on. Oh yeah, that was
Was this the OG one? Let's see, Def Jam game. Man, like those are the gold days, Def Jam video game. See which one was it? The first one. The first Def Jam video game. Def Jam Vendetta. When was that out? 2003. Yeah, that one. Def Jam Vendetta. Oh man, these this was the golden era of hip hop, man. Def Jam definitely hasn't been the same. But y'all leave a comment down below. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about 2020. Yeah, this all right. Yeah, that's oh man, what the man, he was in it back in the days, man. Give it to you. No, turn that off. Oh, turn that off before I get copyrighted. Oh, these are days, man. Hip hop hasn't been the same, man. Redman, Method Man, DMX. Yep, Ludacris. Yep, the Ludacris. Oh, DMX. These were the days. PlayStation 2, man. Y'all leave a comment down below, man. It's your boy DMD signing out.